Hi guys and gals, and welcome back to another Working Out Game video. Today's video is dedicated to Reroll Guide for Illusion Connects. Let's get right in here. If you go into account, you're going to hit new guest account and the words OK, and then you're just going to go ahead and click create, and right there we have a new account. Go ahead and start the game. And one thing that I wanted to share while the game is loading in the background, we're going to look at this. This is actually a tier list that was released by one of the Discord's mods. So if you want to join a Discord, feel free to, I'll have the link in the description. Join ours, join Elite Gaming, or join the official Discord. This was posted by one of the leaders there. Just note that Miyuki, Kasumi, and Yuffie are pretty much SS tier, or pretty much the ones to get, alright? So if you want to get those, we'll talk about it more later. So the game has loaded. Just hit I'm a tactical player. Pretty much right here, you're going to hit skip, alright? So the goal here is to pretty much get to 1.4 as soon as possible. Just skip everything for the most part if you're, trying to go for time. If you're wondering how long this takes roughly 5 minutes, and the gameplay is pretty straightforward. It's pretty much a tutorial, so all you do is like click and drag right there. So click, drag, and there we go. Now we dropped Saya. Saya is a pretty cool unit, waifu material indeed, and probably reminds you of a certain anime. Anyways, I would say that this gameplay is super slick. It's one of the games where it's like, it just feels right. And I'm pretty sure some of you are drawing similarities in the sense that it is like Arknights. And I would say you are somewhat correct in the sense that the gameplay isn't as complicated as Arknights. Yes, you can drop a bunch of units in this game. You can drop up to 10 at a time. But the thing is these units act very differently, because some units in this game can actually do summons where, you drop one unit and they summon an entire field of monsters. But just note, for the most part, the gameplay is super easy to grasp, alright? I'm not sure if there's going to be RTA or real-time PvP in this game. If it does, that's going to be absolutely amazing. And I'm not sure if this tier list is dedicated towards PvP, alright? I just note that this is a tier list that's floating around, and it was pretty much, used in the Discord, alright? So let's go ahead and go here to summon. Just note that this single summon is pretty much fixed, and, there is no way to change it, so you have to get Nina. This is part of the tutorial phase, right? You can see right here, this is the lineup. Essentially, this is how you, set up your roster, and you can have up to 10 heroes as the game progresses more and more. So let's go ahead and keep going. 1.3, and then hit challenge. For the most part, the characters are known as nightmares, which I find fairly interesting. I'm going to draw the similarity to Sinnoh Alice, right? And for the most part, you want to drop defenders in the beginning so that they can taunt and grab the enemy's attention. And then after that, we're not going to drop this unit. We're actually going to drop the pink hair unit Nina, because she will actually do more damage and make this run much faster. So make sure you drop her instead of dropping Saya in the beginning. And we'll just drop Saya right there, and then we'll pretty much one-shot this boss. All right. So, you want to do that. Ideally, if you drop Saya, she only does single target. And for the most part, there's characters in the game that deal AoE. I talked about it earlier. They can do summons. There's healing. There's a lot of different mechanics to this game, so it can get quite complicated. If you're wondering, this game is actually very free-to-play friendly. They give out a lot of giveaways. There is like daily gems that you can get, weekly gems plus SSR shards. There is a shard system in this game, but for the most part, it's pretty fair in the sense that it's not aggressive. And you get, weekly and monthly shards. So it's not to a point where when you summon, you get shards of a character, as far as I know. I haven't delved into the dupe system, and I'm not going to try and explain it because it might, complicate things, or I might share misinformation. And just to note, this game has soft launch, so when you make an account, your progress will be saved on official release. And if you want to play this game, I'll show you guys at the end after the reroll process. If you want to play, right now, try the game out, see if it's for you. And I would say, feel free to try it. Right there, you can change your name later as well, so don't be too worried about that. We're just going to go ahead and click back. And now we're essentially done with the reroll process. We're going to go to this home base menu right here. It's sort of like the idle feature, so while you're away, you can get EXP, you can get coins, what have you. It's in shambles because of the attack, but for the most part, we're going to repair it right now and, make it look spick and span so your waifus have a nice home, while you're away. So let's go right here. You're going to click build, and for the most part, it's really simple. Nothing too complicated. Standard true and true like idle feature. so everything stays happy at home. Alright, so we're gonna click the mailbox and we're gonna get the pretty much a free multi right here. I'm not sure once full release happens, you know, we get more multis, but for the most part, you can summon. Now, we talked about earlier, you don't have to summon on this banner, and we talked about how Miyuki is pretty much god tier, so we're gonna summon right here. Pretty much that's pretty much it for, you know, the summoning process. We're gonna hit skip just to make this really quick, see what we get. Do we get Miyuki? Do we get Miyuki? Do we get Miyuki? That's a real question. They got thick thighs over there, I saw you. No Miyuki. So just note that the beginner banner is a guaranteed SR. I'm not sure if like these are the rate ups. I'm assuming if you're wondering what the details are for, you know, summoning, you know, the description is essentially 2% SSR rate, 13% on SR, and then R is 85%, and SSR is guaranteed every 100 times. I'm not sure if it adds individual summons in there, but for now, let's just say it's multis. Maybe we'll do it during more testing as it goes on through the game, right? So let's talk about how to actually play the game. So if you go to APK Pure, that's this website, I pretty much took this APK, dragged it on BlueStacks, and it started working for me. I'm not sure which, you know, emulator that you use, but this is the one that I advise. Alright, so now that you know essentially which emulator to use, let's go back here and talk about the tier list one more time. So ideally, you know, you aim for the heroes that the Discord folks have advised. Miyuki's, you know, has her own banner. Yuffie, you know, she's probably a hard character to roll for, and same with Kasumi. If you want to see these characters, you know, if you go right here, you go back, and then you go into partners right here. You know, we'll follow the tutorial really quick. Alright, we'll click and drag. Alright, go back. And for the most part, talk about the soft launch, blah blah blah, sign in, sign in, sign in, thank you, 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 thank you. And then we're gonna go to partners, and then if you scroll down, you can actually see the different types of units, and this is Yuffie, right? Pretty waifu material. Kasumi, there she is. Oh, she's not a defender, she's another attacker, and she's pretty waifu as well. So super nice. Those are, you know, the two to re-roll for that's non-banner. And then you can also technically roll for Nicola, but you know, you will only roll for her if you are technically like max starring her. So I'm assuming the star system has to do something with like leveling up in the dupes. I'm not sure, but max star is difficult to get. Just note that Miyuki right off the bat is pretty good, right? Miyuki is going to be the cat waifu. And if you actually want to see her model, so this is Miyuki right here under perks. You can see her right there. So she has a pretty amazing sprite. If you want to go ahead and, you know, see what she looks like, you get her for free on day 8 as well. So I'm assuming if you want, like, if you don't want to reroll for her, that's completely fine since you get a free version of her on day 8. And just to note, let's complete the reroll process. If let's say you don't like this account, just go ahead and click account and then click new guest account and then type in OK, hit create. For the most part, it'll reload you, and then you can start the whole entire process all over again to reroll, right? It's pretty fast, and like I don't think you need to do like this whole shenanigans with deleting data, but it's up to you however way you want to reroll. Anyways, that's it for this video. Like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter. I will see you in the next one.